Hi there, church family. Welcome to today's devotional. This week, if you're reading along with us in our monthly reading plan for the month of April, we get to start reading in the book of Proverbs. And I'll be honest with you and admit that sometimes I have avoided the book of Proverbs for a couple reasons. One is it just seems overwhelming. It seems like there's so much information in one chapter, or even like in a few verses, that it's like, whoa, fire hydrant as I'm reading. And so that's one reason. Also, in that, there's so much goodness, there's so much truth, and it seems like it can be overwhelming and almost become a burden. And so that's a little bit of what I want to talk to us about today. And I want to read to us from chapter 2, verses 12 through 15. It says this: "Wisdom will save you from the ways of wicked men, from men whose words are perverse, who leave the straight paths to walk in dark ways, who delight in doing wrong and rejoice in the perverseness of evil, whose paths are crooked and who are devious in their ways." Now, if that doesn't describe our society and the evil that we feel, at least I feel, is running rampant in a lot of spaces, I don't know what it, like those verses just scream that to me. It feels like that is our day-to-day reality, is that evil is winning. And we know that's not true. We know that God has ultimate victory. But what we are called to do as his people is to walk in this day and age. We are called to raise our kids in this day and age. And so really what it comes down to is, how do we do that? And ultimately in these verses here, it's telling us that wisdom is how we do this. But we know, at least I hope we're seeing that as we go through the book of Proverbs, is that we have no natural wisdom on our own. Our wisdom comes from God. Good, godly, holy wisdom comes from God. And even what rationalizes, what comes out of my own mind, what I can rationalize in my heart and makes sense to me, is not necessarily wisdom. It might be earthly wisdom, and it falls short continually. But what I see reading the book of Proverbs, reading these really, really substantial truths, is the fact that I can't do any of this on my own. Only I can do this with God. And I'm hoping and I'm praying that as you read in the book of Proverbs, as well as we dive into it as a church this month, that you also are seeing the fact that yes, can be overwhelming. We can be tempted to take it on as another list of to-do things for our Christianity. But it is not that. It is so not that. It is an invitation to walk with God. It is him stretching out his hand and saying, "Come with me. I want to lead you in wisdom. I want to lead you through these situations and through this time that you are living in. And I want to give you wisdom for each day, for each relationship, for each situation." And so that's what I want to encourage you with today, friends. Don't be deterred and dismayed by the pattern of this world and the evil that we feel pressing in, but ultimately rest in the fact that Jesus is inviting us into relationship, and he will walk through every situation with us. Perseverance to you as you read in the book of Proverbs as well. And until next time, I'll be praying for you, and God bless.